Ohio.
It is 5:16, and we are already at 74 degrees.
It's really crazy when you think about it. Let's check it out. Storm Center 7 meteorologist Britley Ritz. So this is the first day of school.
Right.
But this is like midsummer feel.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Record warm lows this morning, by the way, folks. The previous records were back in the 1930s, where we were in the upper 60s. Yeah. Well past that this morning by almost 10 degrees. Plus, we have warm temperatures and really high dew points, and that causes us to deal with fog, yes, when they start to match up. And we have some dense fog, especially north of 70 this morning, so give yourself more time to get from point A to point B, especially if you're taking the kids to school this morning. In Dark County, we're down to almost about a half of a mile of visibility. Low beams, that's your best option. Good morning. Look at the numbers, especially south of 70, where we have the cloud cover. We're mild temperatures in the mid-70s for all of us. Xenia at 73. Good morning, Wilmington at 72 degrees. The clouds will break later this morning. We'll see the sun, and that's just fuel, of course, to warm us back up. Thankfully, a few clouds every once in a while this afternoon to give us shade, but I'll tell you what, it's going to get hot. 89 today, 90 on Tuesday. Some of the warmest days later this week, Thursday and Friday especially, right around 95 degrees. Thursday, our hottest day, as this ridge of high pressure continues to build right over top of us here in the Miami Valley, this heat dome, if you will, where all the warm ocean air and the moist ocean air gets trapped. And it really starts to peak over top of us on Thursday. Then finally, by Friday, this ridge gets to break down. You see it starts to wiggle a little bit thanks to a cold front that's going to push right over the Great Lakes. Eventually, we'll get that cool down and we'll be below normal heading into next week. But until then, we do actually have heat alerts. Randolph County, Indiana, highlighted in red now. That's an excessive heat watch. And Butler County, Ohio, under a heat advisory. We need to make sure we're heeding these alerts just because heat can be deadly. We need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. Lots of water, especially heading into Thursday. Heat index values, when we factor in dew points of 70 plus at 96 degrees, it will feel like we're well into the low 100s. And not only us that we need to take care of, but our pets and our neighbors too. Check on them. They're just as important. Make sure they have some shade. Make sure they're staying hydrated. And avoid hot surfaces. Blacktop absorbs that heat. So at 90 degrees for a surface temperature, that blacktop reaches around 150 degrees. Keep that in mind. The CPC, the Climate Prediction Center, over the next 10 days shows us that hope of getting some cooler air, the fall feels, if you will, where we are highlighted in blue. So give it about 7 days and you'll notice the difference. We're waiting for that cold front, but here you are in the 90s for the rest of this week. 96, again, Thursday being the hottest day as that warm front lifts well up over top of us. Wednesday, we may get a few showers and thunderstorms to help cool us down through the afternoon, but much of us remain dry over the next 7 days. It's not until Saturday and Sunday that we finally get that cooler air, and it definitely will feel like fall because temperatures all relative. As we push into Sunday, temperatures will be only in the 70s. We have weather in traffic every 10 minutes. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning to you, Britley. We have a good start to our Monday morning drive so far. Everything looks good around the Miami Valley. We take a look here at one of our ODOT cameras, 70 and 675 traffic light in this area. This is between Springfield and Huber Heights there in Clark County. A look at some travel times. If you get on to southbound 675 from where that camera is located, drive down to 35 in Beaver Creek. Just check that 13-mile drive. Right now it's taking 12 minutes. I'm Jake Magnotta, WHIO Team Traffic.
The time right now is 5:19. It is 74 degrees. Commemorating the first day of school safely. The information on those trendy boards police said could put kids at risk.
And less than a year after starting flights, an airline at the Dayton International Airport is leaving. What we've learned about the upcoming departure. Plus,
It's just a lot of effort to pick up the phone and have to talk all the time.
Talking on the phone may soon be a thing of the past. Coming up, we'll walk you through how communication has changed and why one generation to